Hi, folks, welcome to another day. And as I said in the past, that just didn't happen. You've got yourself here. You might have struggled with it, but you've got through another day. And you've done most of that on your own. Now, uh, this is a video I suppose I don't want to make just yet, but it really is important because we're already seeing in this crisis a lot of evidence that is highlighting the increase in domestic violence. We know a lot of this happens behind closed doors, and sadly, it's even worse now for those who are experiencing it and can really do often nothing about it because they can feel doubly isolated. Um, Although we're a men's organisation, we work closely with Women's Aid Fermanagh and ours because abuse, no matter who the perpetrator is, should not happen. And our job is to highlight the fact that for us, some men suffer this experience as well, and just to let them know that we are there for them, that this should not happen. But I have to also say, it's a sad reflection on many men that the vast majority of abuse that is carried out by men. And I want to talk about very briefly this thing about the blame versus responsibility. Sadly, for a lot of men who do this, there is a sense you made me or you contributed and you all the rest, and they blame everybody else but themselves. But the point is, they should take responsibility. You've heard me talking about being kind and gentle and loving yourself. That's really important, particularly in our family units and to each other. And domestic violence is not loving or caring in any shape, form, or fashion. It is wrong. It's immoral. It's illegal. Um, it causes untold damage to individuals and to their children, and it should stop dead. And if you're not a man reading this, I would say to you, it really doesn't matter. If you're going through this experience, then we would ask you to seek help. The last thing any of us need when we're concerned and worried about what's happening out there, and even for a lot of us, the fear of death, is to think that that is exasperated in our home because the person who's supposed to love us and care for us is a person that also endangers or can feel like they're endangering our life. That should never happen. And we would certainly call on anybody who's a abuser, but we know, as I say, statistically that most other men is to stop and stop that now. If you need help, you want to take responsibility for it, go and do it. But more importantly, for those who are in the receiving end of that, find yourself support. Ring the 24-hour domestic helpline, or I know really if you can't, even text them, or if you're in really immediate danger, ring the police, or you can ring Women's Aid, or as a man, ring ourselves, and we will try to support you through that. But my appeal is, as I said, in these times when we all need to be caring and respectful uh, to all of those around us, that should not be happening in homes. And the innocent people who witness it, the sponges who soak up that fear, additional fear and anxiety of children at a time when they're extremely worried, should not be happening. So I'm saying very clearly to any men who are out there, if you're doing it, think about it, stop it right now, and try and treat the people that you're supposed to love and care for with the respect, dignity, compassion, and love that they should see, not your idea of what that is. It's very easy to put the blame on our people because then we don't have to take responsibility. If I can say it's all your fault, you made me, you do that, then I don't have to look at myself. But no matter who is perpetrating this kind of abuse, I'm saying take a look at yourself and stop. Do you really want to hurt and the people that you're supposed to love? And it's no point after a honeymoon period feeling very sorry and thinking I didn't mean to do that. The damage is done, and I've dealt with and talked to enough men and women and children who've been through this, and we do not need this at this time when everybody else fear is just about survival. So It needs to stop, and it needs to stop now. Take yourself out of the position, get yourself out if you think you can't control yourself, but you do not need to be inflicting more harm and hurt on anybody you're supposed to love or care for. That is not right. As I say, it's immoral and illegal, and it should stop now. For those who really are going through this, and as I say, for all of us, please find yourself support. Text somebody, call somebody, and I know that can be difficult if your partners are watching or doing that, but find the support for yourself. Do not be on your own. There are plenty of organizations out there who recognize what's happening and will try to do something about it, ourselves included. Uh, Take care, as I say, be gentle and loving to yourself. And my wish is that we would all experience that at this time. But my appeal to those who are not doing that is stop right now, and do not continue to abuse and hurt and traumatize the people you love. I'll talk to you again soon.